I'm racing Formula 3 at this early stage of my career. I've been racing with Hi-Tech GP this season and had multiple pole positions and podiums. It's been a super competitive championship. There's not a lot of time during the season to do anything but prepare for the next race. But at the moment, there's a window or two of opportunity to do something a bit different. And it doesn't get much more different than this. When I first saw images of this car on all the magazines and websites, I was just blown away by it. I'm a massive classic F1 fan and Bruce McLaren fan, so to see a modern day interpretation of the first car that Bruce McLaren built and designed, and a Can-Am car at that, is just awesome. One of the coolest things is when you take a car like this out of context. It's one thing to stretch its legs on a track or an airfield. It's another to drive it on the public roads. And then to park alongside ordinary cars at a nice English pub like this.
Steve, good to see you
Yeah,
again.
really great to see you.
And you're just back. You've been racing in the States, right?
Yeah, I just
Still
got back
racing
yesterday.
after all these years, just brilliant.
Don't know what else to do with myself.
Yeah, right. But you've always been quick. What were you driving in the States?
It's a Datsun 280Z
Cool.
over there, Z here, I suppose.
Yeah.
So it's quite a nice car. It's got about 320 horsepower. It goes well, but it's kind of big and heavy compared to the little Formula cars.
And what
that I'm
circuit?
used to. This was at Laguna Seca, so really nice track.
And you're still doing Ford 2000 racing?
Yeah, I did. I only did about 3 races this year. I had engine troubles at all 3 races, so that's a project.
Sound like a
overcome
typical
this
racing
winter.
driver. But you're still quick though.
Yeah, not too bad. I'm slower than I was, but I still quite enjoy it.
When you were race engineering at McLaren, famously Ayrton and Alain Prost and others, were you racing then in your spare time that
Yeah.
nobody knew about?
Yeah, well, they all found out about it. It was interesting. It was kind of interesting because I was at a way different level than them, but they seemed to respect me. You know, I was
The
a
drivers,
racing
did you
driver like
mean?
them.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
You know, Coulthard in particular would say, you know, this is kind of like corner blah 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 at Castle Coombe in your Ford 2000, that type of thing. So,
And how's that mega road car of yours going, the N1A?
but we're making good progress. We've got the first. It's a bonded aluminium chassis, which we have the first one out now. And
Beautiful. I've seen some renditions of the
yeah,
bodywork, the CAD.
that's right.
drawing.
Yeah, the CAD
What's the
works.
body going to be made in?
It'll be either fiberglass or carbon as a
beautiful.
lighter weight option. So, yeah, the CAD work looks quite nice. The renditions and things.
I love the colour swatches you've got as well of all the different renditions as well. That's lovely.
Yeah.
But look, and there's your car just turning up.
yeah.
Look, wonderful. Oh, gorgeous.
Looks nice.
Yeah. Bart, over here. Hello, mate. Good to see you. Have you met Steve Nichols? He designed and built this car. Worked at McLaren, Ferrari. Totally mega. You need to meet him. Bart has been racing Formula 3 all this year. Really quick. So, and Steve just got back racing in America as well. So there you go. I'll go and get some drinks anyway.
Okay.
I've just been driving your car, Steve, and I have to say it's amazing, really great.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
It's been an interesting, fun project.
yeah, fantastic steering feel, super direct on the throttle with the VA.
Yeah.
Stops dead, an amazing car to drive, and great fun on the road. And I see, every time somebody walks past it, they can't help but take a picture and gawk at it.
It does seem to attract a lot of attention. People seem to like it. And, it's got good power. It's quite lightweight, and all the good elements that you mentioned. The steering and handling is good. So it's coming together really well.
Let me ask you a question. What was it like really working with Ayrton Senna?
Well, it was fantastic, really. He's a brilliant driver, obviously. Very sensitive, knows exactly what the car is doing, and he can communicate that to you. So you can develop this really close relationship between driver and engineer, and really, sort out the car. He's obviously a very aggressive driver, obviously very fast and hard on his competition, but great to work with. He was just calm and didn't ever get excited or anything. So very thorough. We'd have extensive debriefs that could last for hours. You'd want to consider every little detail of the setup and what effect it would have on every corner. So really fantastic to work with. Hard working and just couldn't really do enough for you. He was happy to do everything. Well, now let me ask you a question, because I know I've done some club racing myself years gone by, and Senna was big in Formula 3, so I'd really like to try a Formula 3 car now. And what's it like now? What are these new Formula 3 cars like?
Well, they're obviously extremely quick, very light, a lot like the Nichols M1A.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
Only 240 horsepower, but when the race weight is below 600 kilograms, accelerate extremely quickly, brake very well, carry huge amounts of corner speed, plenty of downforce. So they're quick cars, quicker than GT3s, and a lot of fun to race side by side, especially with the responsiveness and that nimbleness you get with such a light car.
So how's your career going? What have you got? What's coming up? What have you got planned for this coming year?
Well, that's the big question at the moment. I've been spending the last few weeks and months trying to work out what I'm going to do the next season. I think, like a lot of drivers, unfortunately you have to wait until pretty close to the start of the season before you really know what you're doing, and things are constantly changing, and the atmosphere of the sport is changing. It's hard to know what series to go to, and in my case, I want to compete in FIA F3, but it's extremely difficult at the moment to get onto that grid. So exploring other options in sports cars and GTs and things, and stepping outside single seaters. Great,
sounds like a good plan, and it'll all be good experience. Quick driver ought to be quick in any kind of car, and it'll help your versatility, and you'll learn stuff that you can apply even to the single seaters. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm a bit envious of you. I've always loved Formula 3. So you've tried my car. It'd be great for me to try your Formula 3 car sometime.
Let me see what I can arrange for you, Steve.
Okay.
It's been a pleasure.